When I was invited to do a show here, the idea came up to make a kind of a dialogue between my own work and works from the collection. And that was, I felt like a kid in a candy shop. There was just too much to choose from. So when I selected all these works from the Collezione Maramotti, Sarah, the director, who also curated the show with me, she suggested that we should just pick 4 of them. Then I decided to choose sculptures, so all the works on the wall are my own works, my photography, and then to have 4 sculptures that are in the space. I think it's just great to see my own works in relation to the works from the collection as they really bring something new to my own work as well, because the juxtaposition between the sculptures with my works brings out more of the sculptural elements within my work. I think as an artist, I define myself first and foremost as a photographer. But since a few years, or at least 10 years or so, 7 years, I've been drawing on my pictures as well. And I've been working with collage techniques. Sometimes I regard myself a bit even more as a sculptor, because in the way I look at the world or the way I approach my subjects, there's something quite sculptural. I'm always looking for the right shape and form of objects or subjects that I'm photographing. Surrealism has always been a big influence in my work. For several years I've been working on these large collages, which I call cadavre exquis. That was a little game that the surrealists used to play. The way I make these collages, on a metaphysical way, there is this connection of body parts that don't really match, and still they form kind of beings, sometimes monstrous, sometimes sweet, sometimes slightly erotic, and then other times a bit more subdued and abstract. So as this exhibition is also part of a broader festival, Fotografia Europea, as the topic of this year's edition is being 20, I thought about looking back at my own archive and finding works from the last roughly 20 years. I was looking for images that were kind of linking the idea of death, of grief, of time, a passing of time, but also images that celebrate life in a way. Death is still such a topic which is often hidden, especially in our society, and we don't often talk about it. While it's just there out in the open, but it's such an obvious thing to talk about and to think about and to share with other people. I was also asking myself questions like, what happens to the body over time? Or what is decay? And is there beauty in decay? My work, it's supposed to trigger questions instead of giving answers. I always think of my images as mirrors almost, that reflect back to the viewer what is already inside. And then at the same time, I see pictures as portals that you cross into another world and experience new things.